China is home to some 1,800 giant pandas living in the wild today. Here they are, tumbling, leaping, and frolicking through the bamboo forests. These adorable bears are China's national treasure and a beloved symbol around the world. So what's life like for these furry friends? Let's find out. Giant pandas live in the mountainous regions of central China, where they spend their days eating bamboo and their nights sleeping with their moms. Although they are called panda bears, they are more closely related to raccoons and otters than to true bears. Their name comes from the Sanskrit word for bamboo, which is panda. In China, they are known as the gentle or peaceful bear, which aptly describes their slow-moving and relaxed demeanor. Although native to China, giant pandas have been found as far away as Europe and North America. Fossilized remains suggest that giant pandas have been around for about 6 million years. It was once thought that they went extinct during the Ice Age, but new evidence suggests that they may have survived in isolated pockets in China. The main reason pandas are considered endangered is because there are very many of them left in the wild. But another reason is because they have trouble making babies. You see, female pandas only come into heat every 2 years and can only conceive for about 24 to 72 hours. So it's quite rare when a female panda gets pregnant. When they do, though, they make up for it by usually having twins. Giant pandas typically mate during the spring and summer months and give birth around late summer or early fall. Baby pandas are called cubs. They're born pink and hairless and weigh less than a pound. Cubs are totally dependent on their mothers for the first year of their lives. And at around 6 months old, they start to learn how to climb. By the time they are 12 to 18 months old, they are weaned off their mother's milk and start eating solid food. Like bamboo, at around 2 years old, cubs are sexually mature, but most don't start mating until they are 4 to 5 years old. The average lifespan of a giant panda in the wild is estimated to be between 15 to 20 years. However, they can live up to 30 years in captivity. Giant pandas primarily eat bamboo, but their diet can also include other plants, grasses, fruit, and even small animals. Even though bamboo makes up 99% of their diet, they actually get most of their nutrition from only 6% of the bamboo plant. This part is called the young leaf shoot. Bamboo can be tough to digest, so pandas often regurgitate their food and eat it again to help with the process. They sleep between 10 to 12 hours a day, usually during the night, although sometimes they will nap during the day. Pandas are generally solitary creatures, except during mating season or when a mother is raising her cubs. As cute as they are, giant pandas haven't always been popular. Until the 19th century, people viewed pandas as symbols of death and suffering. That is because pandas were mainly found in remote areas inhabited by an ethnic minority group known as the Yi. For centuries, the Yi people believed that pandas were the incarnation of an evil spirit that brought misfortune to humans. During this time, it was common for them to kill pandas, just for fun. One legend even claims that a giant panda killed a Yi man after he accidentally stepped on its tail while gathering firewood. Another story tells of a hunter who shot a panda after mistaking it for a ferocious snow leopard. According to the Yi people, eating a panda's liver could cure all illnesses, including snakebite, rabies, and even malaria. These beliefs led to a big drop in panda numbers. Today, the situation has reversed, and giant pandas are loved by millions around the world. But habitat loss continues to be a major threat to their survival. Most of their forest home has been chopped down by humans for timber and farmland. Some experts believe that the expanding human population will eventually take over all of the remaining panda habitat, causing the species to go extinct in the wild. Today, giant pandas are rarely found at elevations below 5,000 feet. They prefer a temperate climate with sufficient bamboo. Pandas need lots of bamboo to survive. And luckily, bamboo forests are excellent for hiding and escaping predators. Although pandas are good climbers, they are terrible swimmers. So if a panda needs to escape a predator, it would have to cross a river, stream, or lake. Giant pandas have few natural enemies because of their size and strength. However, they can be killed by snow leopards, wolves, tigers, and brown bears. There are currently 1,864 giant pandas living in the wild today. In the United States, there are 6 zoos accredited by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums that participate in the SSP. These zoos have 37 giant pandas, half of which were born in the U.S. 2 of those pandas are at Zoo Atlanta, where a female named Lun gave birth to twins on August 3, 2021. Her cubs were the first giant panda cubs born in the USA since 2005 and the first ever born at Zoo Atlanta. Around the world, giant pandas are recognized as a symbol of peace and friendship. In 1982, the first pair of giant pandas arrived in the United States as a gift from the Chinese government. They were meant to be a symbol of cooperation between the two countries. Since then, several other countries have received giant pandas as gifts, including Canada, France, Germany, Japan, Kenya, Mexico, Russia, and Singapore. However, the terms of the gift are strict. The country receiving the pandas must pay for their food and housing and return the pandas to China when they reach sexual maturity. Pandas have also been used as political pawns. In 2016, for example, authorities in Taiwan banned a shipment of 3 pandas to the island because they were afraid the mainland government might try to claim sovereignty over Taiwan by seizing the pandas. While the future of giant pandas looks brighter today than it did decades ago, they still face many challenges. Climate change, for example, is altering the growing season of bamboo, which could disrupt the pandas' food supply. Scientists believe that habitat fragmentation may also lead to inbreeding, which can cause health issues such as heart defects. It's hard to predict what the future will hold, but we can hope that these adorable animals continue to thrive for generations to come. Bamboo forests are largely homogeneous environments with little variation in vegetation. This means that if an earthquake or disease wipes out the bamboo forest, pandas will have no other food source to turn to. Because of this, researchers are trying to diversify the vegetation in panda habitats by planting fruit and oak trees. These trees will provide pandas with a variety of foods to eat, such as acorns and fruits. It will also prevent the spread of disease among bamboo plants and offer pandas more options if one food source becomes scarce. Even though giant pandas are mostly famous for being fluffy and cute, they play an important role in the ecosystem. Like other predators, they help keep the rodent population under control. They also help the growth of the bamboo forests. Panda poop contains seeds that can lay dormant for weeks. When pandas move around, the seeds are dispersed, and when they poop, the seeds are released into the soil. Pandas also like to roll around in the dirt. This helps the seeds germinate. Because of this behavior, some scientists speculate that pandas and bamboo may have, meaning that they have developed together over time. Pandas could not survive without bamboo, but bamboo seems to need pandas to disperse its seeds. Giant pandas have been used as a symbol of China for decades, appearing on stamps, currency, official seals, and even the national emblem of the People's Republic of China. The Chinese love their pandas and view them as a symbol of peace, cuteness, and strength. In fact, the Chinese word for panda is pronounced bo, which sounds like the word for peace. In Chinese culture, pandas represent purity and innocence. They are seen as shy and retiring, similar to the ideal Chinese woman. This is why pandas became a symbol of China during the Cultural Revolution in the 1960s and 70s. The Chinese government promoted images of pandas wearing Mao suits and red neckerchiefs to show the world how happy they were under communism. Nowadays, pandas are still seen as a symbol of China, but they are no longer associated with politics. Instead, they are more often used to promote conservation and environmental protection. In recent years, pandas have become a cultural icon around the world, appearing in TV shows, movies, and books. They are seen as a symbol of cuteness and grace. In some cultures, pandas are seen as a symbol of power and strength. As we look to the future, we must remember that protecting pandas is everyone's responsibility. By supporting conservation organizations and making changes in our daily lives, we can help ensure that these adorable animals continue to thrive for generations to come. Pandas are a reminder that even the smallest creatures can capture our hearts and inspire us to make a difference. They are a symbol of hope, resilience, and the power of nature. Thanks for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel for more amazing documentaries.